Galileo Galilei is often called the father of modern science, yet his life was far more complicated than a simple triumph of discovery. His story is one of curiosity, conflict, and relentless pursuit of evidence in an age shaped by authority and tradition. In this video, we uncover the real Galileo, balanced and free from myth. Galileo was born in Pisa in 1564 into a modest but intellectually active household. His father, Vincenzo Galilei, was a musician who questioned established musical theories, encouraging critical thinking from an early age. This environment helped form Galileo's habit of examining ideas rather than accepting them blindly. Galileo began studying medicine at the University of Pisa, but quickly realized his passion lay in mathematics and natural philosophy. He abandoned the medical path, choosing instead to explore geometry, mechanics, and the laws of motion. This bold shift set the course for his scientific career. By his early 20s, Galileo was already lecturing on mathematics and had earned recognition for his clarity of thought. His ability to unite theory with practical demonstration became one of his trademarks. These early years shaped him into a scientist who valued both logic and experimentation. Galileo's early experiments focused on motion, dropping objects, timing pendulums, and studying falling bodies. While the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa story is likely exaggerated, his actual experiments proved that objects accelerate at the same rate regardless of weight. This challenged the dominant teachings of Aristotle. He emphasized measurement and mathematics, arguing that nature followed predictable laws. This approach moved science away from philosophical speculation and toward quantifiable evidence. His work laid the groundwork for classical mechanics, influencing Newton decades later. Galileo also studied engineering, analyzing how beams broke and how structures carried weight. His insights into material strength became early contributions to engineering science. This practical side of his work is often overlooked but was central to his identity as an experimenter. In 1609, Galileo heard about a Dutch spyglass and immediately built an improved version, increasing its magnification dramatically. He transformed a simple device into a tool capable of exploring the heavens. What he saw would reshape humanity's understanding of the universe. He discovered mountains and shadows on the moon, proving it was not a perfect sphere. He observed the 4 largest moons of Jupiter, demonstrating that celestial bodies did not all orbit Earth. These discoveries quietly strengthened the case for the heliocentric model. Galileo also documented the phases of Venus, which could only occur if Venus orbited the Sun. He published these groundbreaking observations in the Starry Messenger, creating excitement across Europe but also provoking doubt from traditionalists. With each new discovery, Galileo's ideas clashed with long-held Aristotelian beliefs supported by many scholars and church officials. Though several clergy members supported scientific inquiry, others felt that reinterpretation of cosmology could threaten established authority. Galileo argued that scripture taught spiritual truths, while nature revealed physical ones through observation. He believed the two could coexist, but rising political tension made the discussion increasingly sensitive. What began as a scientific debate gradually became entangled with theology and authority. In 1632, Galileo published Dialogue concerning the 2 chief world systems, presenting arguments for both geocentrism and heliocentrism. Although framed as a debate, the book clearly favored the sun-centered model. Some believed one character mocked the Pope, which worsened the reaction. Galileo was summoned to Rome and tried by the Inquisition in 1633. He was found guilty of vehement suspicion of heresy and forced to publicly recant his support for heliocentrism. He spent the remaining years of his life under house arrest. Despite failing eyesight and restricted movement, Galileo continued working at his villa in Arcetri. He dictated his final major work, De New Sciences, which laid out principles of motion and strength of materials that became central to modern physics. Galileo died in 1642. The same year Isaac Newton was born. Over time, his contributions came to symbolize the victory of evidence over dogma. Today, his work remains foundational to astronomy, physics, and the scientific method itself. Galileo was not a flawless hero, nor was he a reckless rebel. He was a scientist guided by observation and reason, navigating a world where new ideas carried real risk. His legacy endures as a reminder that curiosity and evidence drive human progress. If you like this video, then like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to Past in Motion.